Welcome to another reading vlog. So, reading plans for this week are not very concrete, I guess you could say. Well, some of them are, some of them aren't. So, my Kindle read for this week is going to be Fairy Tale by Danielle Steel. I am already, I think, like 9 or 10% through this, and I only sat down to read it once, so I feel like this is going to be a really quick read. I think it's only like 288 pages in like the physical book, so it's going to be pretty quick. It's moving pretty quick. I'm finding myself pretty interested in what's going on. Can I use the word pretty one more time while talking about this book? Not really. It is a Cinderella retelling that takes place at a vineyard, from what I understand so far, and that just appeals to me, as well as this girl in a gorgeous dress on the cover of the ebook. I'm loving that. And then my physical book is going to be House of Leaves. I got this from the library and the wait list is like super long on it, so like I'm not going to get the chance to renew it. So basically I need to read 700 pages in 3 weeks. So yeah, this is going to take up a lot of time this week, I think. If I like it, that's to say. Like, apparently I got really good at DNFing books all of a sudden, so who knows. We'll see how I feel about this after I've read a little bit more. So far, I'm only about 20 pages into it. I read the foreword, which is labeled in like Roman numerals, but it's also like actually part of the book, so like you can't really skip it, but that doesn't count in the page count. So like I read the foreword and then I read another 20 pages, so that's where I'm at with this. So far it's just weird. I'm not really sure what's going on or how I'm supposed to feel, but I mean, like I said, it's only like been 25 pages, so that's that. And then I am currently 86%, I believe, through The Final Empire. So I'm going to finish that in the next couple of days. And then for my audiobook, I kind of have options, but I'm leaning towards, I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to pick up the next book in the Mistborn series, which I don't remember which one it is. I don't remember if it's Hero of Ages or Well of Ascension. I think it's Well of Ascension. I would have to look that up, obviously. So I can either pick that up and go right into that, or I also have Dry by Neil and Jared Schusterman. I have a couple different options. I go through audiobooks relatively quickly because I have a long commute. So once I finish The Final Empire, I guess I'll just see what I'm in the mood for throughout the week, and I will update you when I know what my next audiobook is going to be. So yeah, that's it for my reading plans for the week so far. Not much else is going on this week, I don't think. So yeah, this will probably be one of those reading vlogs that's mostly just about reading. I hope you don't mind. All right, so yeah, I'll update you after I've read something. Let me try to turn towards the light a little bit. So I'm reading Fairy Tale on my Kindle, and I just started chapter 3, and this book is weird because it's, so this is where, okay, gather your thoughts, Sarah, gather your thoughts. This is the first Danielle Steel book I've ever read, so I don't know if it's just her writing style or if, like, it's just this book, but the first 2 chapters, the first 12 or 11% of the book, just seems kind of like info dumpy and almost like we're not into the real story. We basically, it's just all background for 2 chapters, which isn't really a huge deal, except, like I said, it's 11% of the book, so that's like a huge chunk of the book for background, and we're not even into the actual story yet, I don't think. So I don't know, it's just weird to me. And it's written in a style that's just very I don't know how to explain it. It's just very like past tense, info dumpy, background information-y kind of storytelling. And yeah, I don't know how I felt about it because it was also very depressing. Like, it's only the first 2 chapters of the book, so I guess it's not really a spoiler, but basically we're just like watching this girl's mom die. And it's pretty terrible. So, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm obviously going to keep going because, like I said, we haven't even really gotten to, like, the plot of the story yet, I don't think. But yeah, so far those are my thoughts. I just watched that clip back and realized just how dark it was. I apologize. I figured it out. I am now 14% into the book, and it just hit me. The thing that's bothering me about this is she's telling us everything. So you know the difference between like showing and telling, and how you're supposed to show things, not just like tell things. You're so good at making sentences, Sarah. Anyway, but like right here, it's like she had bright red lips, a broad smile, dancing eyes that appeared to be full of mischief, and she was undeniably French. Like, he hadn't seen a woman like her in a long time. She had a heavy gold bracelet on one arm and was wearing sexy stiletto heels. Like, can't you work that in somehow? Like, or at least add, like, I don't know. That's what it is, though. I've read 3 chapters of just being told what's going on and what happened in the past instead of being shown, and it's a thing. So I hope that's not just her writing style, because I really don't enjoy that. I prefer like vivid descriptions of things that are woven into the story, like the storytelling, as opposed to just being like, this was like this, and that was like that, and then this happened, and then that happened, and then blah, blah, blah. It's just not very good writing. So, but like, the thing is, Danielle Steel is like a very well-known author, and she's written a bunch of stuff. So I feel like if she was a bad writer like that, she wouldn't be as popular. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to keep reading. Like I said, I'm 14% through. I'm pretty sure this woman who is being described as having bright red lips and stiletto heels is the stepmother in the Cinderella story. So, at least we're getting there. But yeah, so that's what was bothering me. I'm being told everything instead of shown. And that's not great writing. So, yeah. Good morning. It is a sleepy Friday morning. My husband woke up really, really early to go to the gym today, so I just wanted to check in. I finished Mistborn. It was so good. I loved it. I really need to come up with something to say besides it was so good when I finished a book that I really enjoyed. But that book was really, really like, oh, it was so interesting. And like the magic system was so like fleshed out and great. It was like, I still had the feeling of like what I said earlier, I think in this vlog, where like they ingest metals to like use magic, and I'm just like picturing all this like metal, like the remnants of the metals just like weighing down their stomach, and that just kind of like grosses me out. But other than that, it was great. Also, the Inquisitors, like, if you've read Mistborn, you'll know what I'm talking about. Every time they describe the Inquisitors, it just made me shudder. So that was not great. But, like, it doesn't hurt the book overall, those 2 things. Those are just, like, me things that are, like, I don't know. Probably wouldn't bother other people. But I still haven't rated it on Goodreads. I'm not sure if it's going to get a 4 or a 5. I'm kind of leaning towards a 5 though, because I really, really loved it. And I really want to continue on with the series, but I decided to take a break in between. I started Dry by Neil and Jared Schusterman. And then when I'm done with that, I'll probably start the next Mistborn book. Yeah, and when I say I finished Mistborn, obviously I mean The Final Empire. I did that the whole last vlog too, and I was sitting there editing it, and I was like, Sarah, the book is called The Final Empire. It's not called Mistborn. Stop calling it Mistborn. That's the series. But I heard they're like rebranding it and like renaming the first book Mistborn anyway. I don't remember where I heard that. It was on BookTube somewhere, but I don't remember who it was. So I don't know if it's actually true. But yes, I finished the final Empire and started Dry. And so I just uploaded my February TBR to like go up later today. And I watched it back, and for Dry, I said that the world ran out of water, and within the first chapter, I realized that it's only California that ran out of water, so I sound like an idiot in that video if you've read that book, but whatever. So that's it, and then I've been reading Fairy Tale, and now that I've picked out what bothers me about it, it's just bothering me even more, but I'm gonna keep going. It's only 288 pages. I can finish it. Other than that, I don't really have anything. Today, I'm going to work. I am bringing a gym bag, so maybe I'll go to the gym after if I'm feeling motivated and I don't sit in traffic for an hour and a half trying to get home. And then it's date night. All right, that's it for now, I guess. Good morning. It's a cold and kind of snowy/rainy morning today. I'm like 40% through Dry now, and one, this book is making me really thirsty, and I'm just like chugging water as I read it. Two, I really, really like Neil and Jared Shusterman's writing style. It's very easy to understand and get through, even though the topic is a little bit tough. Three, the audiobook has a full cast, which is just amazing. I love full cast audiobooks. They're so fun to listen to. And four, apocalyptic natural disasters are terrifying to me, apparently. Something I guess I kind of did know that about myself, but this is reaffirming it. Because the idea of running out of water and everybody basically going insane and, like, whatever within 3 or 4 days is just, like, absolutely terrifying. And the sad part is I feel like that might actually happen. Like, maybe I don't have a lot of faith in humanity, but yeah, I wouldn't want to experience that. Alright, anyway, I gotta get into work. I'll have more thoughts in my wrap up at the end of the vlog, so. But that's it for now. Yeah, it's terrifying. Okay, bye. Good morning. Please excuse the post-gym look that I have going on. I just wanted to wrap up this vlog real quick. I made some good progress with a couple of things. I made it a little bit more than halfway through Dry by Neil and Jared Shusterman. I think I already talked a little bit about that book this week, so I'm not going to go into too much detail here. Like, California has had a tap out, or I don't know if that's the right way to use that word, but there's been a tap out in California. Like, they ran out of water. There's no running water anywhere in or in Southern California, and we're just following a group of teenagers as they try to, like, navigate through and, like, try to figure out what to do and what's going on. And it gets really scary. Like, I would never want to be in that kind of situation because I feel like I would not fare well. Let's just put it that way. I would not do well in that kind of situation. Just reading about it is making me really thirsty, so I can only imagine if I had no access to water, how thirsty I would be all the time. So, yeah. And then Fairy Tale by Danielle Steele. I don't remember how far I got in this. I think I'm like 38% now. I'm not loving it. I don't want to put it down just because I'm like, it's a short book. I should just be able to get through it. Like, I keep telling myself it's going to get better, and then it hasn't gotten better yet. So, yeah, I don't know about this one, but I did get almost halfway through, so that's good. And then House of Leaves. This is not capturing my attention. It's just really weird. I'm not, like, I mean, I know you're not really supposed to know what's going on, but this house is defying the laws of physics. There's, like, rooms that weren't there before, but it's, like, so the format is weird, and it's interesting later in the book. Like, let's see if I can open up to a random page. Like, yeah, like that. There's, like, nothing on some of the pages, and, like, the formatting is really weird. And I like that idea. Like, it's the same thing that appeals to me about Illuminae, just, like, a different kind of format. But right now where I am is we keep jumping from the actual, you can't even say it's the actual story, but you keep jumping from, like, the main story that they're trying to tell to these like page-long footnotes that are a completely different story. And I understand like it's a story within a story, but at the same time it's kind of jarring and it seems kind of disjointed, and by the time I'm done reading this 2-page long footnote, I've already forgotten where the actual story is. So I don't know how I feel about this yet. I'm going to keep on it next week, see how far I get. Like I said, I have to read it by the time it's due because there's already holds for it, so I'm not going to be able to renew it or anything. But I mean, I guess if I haven't really made it that far by then, I'm not that interested in it, so I should just call it a day on it anyway. But I don't know. So that's where I am with this. And yeah, that's all I've got for now. I hope you had a great week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.